he created from her her mate. He created you from a single female soul, and from her created her mate. Guess what the translators messed it up? They said of like nature in there, and they put some more poetry in there, and they leaned it to men. They made it seem like it was a parallel between the men and the women. But this is talking about divine feminine energy. Divine feminine energy. What is divine feminine energy? What is the greatest source of energy in this universe, in this solar system? The what? The sun. Is it masculine or feminine? Masculine. Interesting. This is what they told us. It's feminine. The sun is feminine. The moon is masculine. In the old Quran translations, they used to say that the sun was a male and the moon was female. And the whole line of teaching have come out after that saying that the moon, you should follow, the moon does this and that in relation to the female. And the moon does have power over the female, but it's still a masculine object. The sun is the feminine object. And even I was reading in the translation of the Quran, in Surah 91, and this is why Master Elijah, may Allah sanctify his secret, taught us that we have to learn Arabic. And we cannot depend on these people, any people translators, to translate for us. Listen to this. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. By the sun and his brightness, and the moon when she borrows light from him, and the day when it exposes it to view, and the night when it draws a veil over it. Now I'm going to stop right there and read the footnote that the man who translated this wrote himself. He says, Al-Shams, or the sun, is feminine. But he put in the verse, the translation, his brightness, when he knew that it was feminine. And Al-Qamar is masculine, and he put in the verse that it was feminine. Anybody who translates Quran and changes pronouns, that Quran, he does not know the value of what he has and the power of what he has, and is not worthy of us. Is not worthy of us. Why Al-Shams? Al-Shams is not only the sun, but it's a feminine power. Each one of us has within us Ra, a force of energy within ourselves that represents the sun. But it is feminine in nature. But Ra, although it's feminine in nature and although it is very powerful, it does not govern itself. It is governed by you, your consciousness. Don't be late, brother. I'll talk to you tomorrow, inshallah. Assalamu alaikum. Are we understanding? So we're talking about inside the human being now. The polarity, male, female. During Ramadan, you're going to experience this polarity. The dryness, the lack of water, the lack of food is going to cause blood to become more pure. And the magnetism of the blood to become more stronger. And whatever your mind is focused to, you're going to draw to yourself. I remember last Ramadan when I asked Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, when I asked Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to give me something in the form of hikmah or wisdom, and I laid down and I went to sleep, and then as I lay there, I felt myself separate from my body. I could feel myself leave. And when you feel yourself leave and have a OBE, some calls it, out of body experience, or astral projection, it feels like you grabbed an electrical wire sometimes, and it's shocking you because you can feel this separation between you and your physical self. For me, anyway. And as I felt that separation, then I felt an intense surge. When I say a surge of energy, come into my crown chakra, and when I woke up, I had my answer. I had my answer. And from that point to this point, now when I want something of understanding from Allah, dealing with what He has revealed to us, I can lower my head, put myself in that state, and ask the universe for it, and it downloads. Like the Matrix. I jack in. But I don't need to be plugged. I don't need no, this is wireless. It's Bluetooth. I get mine Bluetooth. There's no wires. That was a joke. You understand? You can do this too. But you can't do it if you just practice on Sunday from 2:30 to 4. Every day. Every day. I need to commune with you every day. It's not about my ego. That's dunya talking. That's your past life experience is talking to you. Before you came to Tariqah, when that talks to you, it tells you that you're changing. I don't know you no more. Who are you becoming? Your ego is convincing you to stay the way you were because it's comfortable. Anything that presents itself to the unconscious of your mind as a new thing is presented as a threat. So your ego goes to work to protect it. So when you see you changing, you wonder why. Oh my God, I'm changing so much. You wonder, I'm not eating pork no more. I stopped eating cows. If I took you out to a farm to look at the cow and the sad eyes, you wouldn't want to eat it. If you had to kill it yourself, you wouldn't eat it. Right or wrong? So why you want to eat animals? You think Allah put animals here for you to eat him? No. He allows us, and then when He allows us, He teaches us a particular way to take the life of that animal. And if you take the life of the animal in the way that is prescribed in the Quran, then the animal is willing to give itself over to you. Don't beat it in the head with a stick. Poke it, shoot it, run it over with the car, throw it in the trunk. That's some hillbilly stuff there. Huh? Right? There's divine laws that we must follow that governs everything in our life, beloved. That's why I tell you, sisters, cover your bosom from your collarbone down. Cover it up. For what? Because Allah says in the Quran, display not your finery as you did in your days of your ignorance. When you were in Jahiliyyah, ignorance, you walked around naked. Bosom just swinging in the breeze. You got to cover those up. Why? Why? Because, again, men are not at the highest state of their consciousness where they can look at you in unclad and handle that kind of wisdom. Why do you think the goddess texts were covered? We're going to go into that next week. Thank you for listening to me. Allah bless you as I greet you in peace. Assalamu alaikum.